thank you for the facts. They were quite powerful. The Center for Return's recent accomplishments are due to the tremendous Mesiras Nefesh of one outstanding couple, Rabbi Abraham Kahn and his wonderful wife, Miriam. These are the people who, together with their outstandingly dedicated staff, are reaching out to our fellow Jews day after day, year in and year out. These are the people who take young Jewish students and professionals by the hand and lead them, spending hundreds of hours with each one of them until they can stand on their own and take their rightful place in the Jewish community. We owe Rabbi and Rebbetzin Kahn and the entire staff at the Center for Return an enormous debt of gratitude. At this time, it is a great honor for me to introduce to you an incredibly talented Talmid Chacham of the highest order, who has dedicated his entire life to saving our fellow Jews, Rabbi Abraham Kahn.
I must tell you that no matter what I say or how I say it, I will be the worst speaker of the evening. This year's honorees are very special. They are warm, giving, with hearts of gold. We owe them our sincere thanks. Hillel and Chaim Neuestein, Hakoras Hatov awardees, humble and sincerely interested in helping the outreach work of Center for Return. Igor and Marina Schneidman, members of the year awardees, special Jews who are excited about continuing to learn Torah and moving the entire family to Torah observance. I would ask the honorees to please come up to the podium to accept their awards. Just going to read the engraved inscriptions. Hillel Chaim Neuestein, Hakoras Hatov awardees, Center for Return Annual Dinner, December 7th, 2014. Igor and Marina Schneidman, members of the year awardees, Center for Return Annual Dinner, December 7th, 2014. The next line says, let's please give them all a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, there are individuals here tonight who deserve special mention. Stanley and Ellen Wasserman. They have been giving critical help to the Center for Return for over 25 years. They have been there for us through thick and thin. Neil and Jane Yaris. I had the good fortune of meeting Neil 10 years ago, and together we have learned and continue to learn. On behalf of the Center for Return, I would like to acknowledge the support of the Wassermans and the Yarises, and wish them and their wonderful families all Torah's blessings. What you have both done and continue to do stands as an eternal merit for you and your beloved families. We're 90 seconds from the meal. It is quite providential that the Center for Return dinner has almost always taken place within several days of the festival of Hanukkah. Alexander the Great conquered most of the known world. After he died in 323 BCE, the Hellenistic world settled into 4 stable power blocks, one of which was the Seleucid Empire, which had control of the land of Israel. Many Jews assimilated into the Hellenistic culture, adopted the language, the customs, and the dress of the Greeks. In much the same way, Jews in America have blended into secular American society. In 175 BCE, Antiochus IV ascended to the throne of the Seleucid Empire. Antiochus wanted Greek culture to be forced upon the Jews in Israel. No Torah learning, no circumcision, and requiring the sacrifice of pigs on the altar in the Holy Temple. A group led by Matisyahu the Hashmonai and his son, Judah Maccabee, led a revolt against the assimilation of the Hellenist Jews and the oppression of the Seleucid Greek government. The revolution succeeded, and the temple was rededicated. This is the historical background to the story of Hanukkah. But let me tell you something you may not know. The victorious Hashmoneans entered the Holy Temple, and instead of jubilation at their victory, a great melancholy descended over them. Not only because of the defilement and destruction they saw, but because they realized that even after their military victory, most of the nation had assimilated into the Hellenistic culture. What had they accomplished after all their years of fighting? At that very point, in the depths of their melancholy, God gave them a sign. There was no ritually pure oil that had not been defiled by the Greeks. Oil was needed for the menorah in the temple, which was supposed to burn throughout the night, every night. They searched everywhere, but found only one small flask with pure oil enough to burn for one night. Yet miraculously, it burned for 8 nights, the exact time needed to prepare a fresh supply of oil for the menorah. The Ashmoneans understood this as a divine message of hope for the future, which brought them out of their melancholy. A little bit of pure oil burned miraculously for 8 days. Yes, the masses of Jews were assimilated, but with a little bit of pure Torah, you can rejuvenate an entire nation. That is what Sender for Return does, and that is what we are celebrating this evening. Thank you all, and enjoy your dinner.